I'm gonna show you how to build a high ticket SaaS in just 3 steps. But before we do that, I wanna make sure that we are on the same page in terms of what the guide is really telling you. Most agencies go from their first 0 to 6 months chasing what I call the low ticket SaaS model. That is that they are selling features, whether that's a white label CRM, review automation, missed call text back. They're selling a lot of these things that are not that interesting, and they're selling it to everyone. That makes it hard to get clients, that makes it hard to create value. And quite frankly, even if you are good at sales and you are good at getting clients, it makes it hard to make any profit. There are local businesses right now, every single year, that spend over $300 billion on ads, on Facebook, on Google. And that is there for the taking. Why? Because number one, lead generation, that gives a business something that they need, which is clients. New clients are the lifeblood of every local business. That's why they currently spend that. Now they're spending it on services. I'm going to show you what you need to do to turn that into SaaS. So with that, we're going to jump into the 3 steps so we can build our agency. Now, step number 1 is a step that many of you guys have heard before, but I have added a word to the front to make it more operative. So niche is this first step, but we call it an opportunity niche. Why an opportunity niche? Well, think about what most people do when they say, oh, I'm niching down. They say, well, my niche is real estate agents. Is that in fact a niche? I don't define real estate agents as a niche because there's so many people going after that niche that there's no real opportunity. How do you find opportunities? Finding opportunities is about going down narrow and narrow and narrow and strategically finding a pocket of people. And you don't need thousands of people. You need a couple hundred to have a really great business, right? In terms of how many clients do you actually want. Now, I'm going to show you that with this agency model, you actually don't need even 100 clients. And a lot of people think, well, if I'm charging $97, I do need 100 clients to even make $10,000. No, that's a silly way to do that. Point is, we don't need that many clients. 20, 30, we're fine. We can make great money so long as we have high margin stuff. And we're not going to do that unless we have an opportunity. Now, I give an example of how I figured this out for myself. Back in the day, I was a loan originator helping real estate agents, and I didn't get my real break. Sales did not become easy for me until I figured out how to find an opportunity, which was this. I went for real estate agents, then I went down to first-time home buyers, then went down to first-time home buyers who speak Spanish. And narrowing it down that way got me into a pocket of people to where there was a constant flow of new business and new opportunities. So it's not enough just to niche down. You have to find an opportunity because that makes your offer more valuable. It makes it more specific. It makes it more targeted. So that's number 1. Number 2, and this is a big challenge in the era of SMMA, but has completely been switched on its head, which is A+ ads, or in other words, proven performance ads, client-ready ads. Now, when I got started in the agency business about 10 years ago, we struggled for a very long time before we found a couple of ads that actually worked, okay? And you, by the way, you only need about 4 to 6 ads that generate awesome leads for you to have an entire business in that niche. That's the crazy. You don't have to have a lot, but you need them to be A+. So like I said, when I started in the agency business, we had to learn how to write ad copy. We had to learn hooks, offers, what videos and images. We had to learn all these things, how to target people properly. But now with UpHex, all of that is completely done. You don't have to do any of that. In fact, you will log into UpHex, and on day 1, you will find a library of pre-approved and ready, client-ready ads that you can run on day 1. You click a button and it will give them a grade, and if it's not an A, then you'll get it up there quick, and chances are you're gonna get A+ ads within 20 minutes of getting into the platform. There are over 1,700 client-ready ads in the platform. So let's recap where we're at. We have an opportunity niche. We have ads, so a small library of ads. Now what do we need? We've got everything so far to get more eyeballs on that business and to get that business new opportunities. But the fortune, my friends, is in the follow-up. All right, now I will tell you, Right now we have the niche, the ads, and a lead nurture system. You guys, this is the SMMA model adapted to today with artificial intelligence and all the awesome tools we have. You can literally sell high ticket SaaS in just these 3 steps. You can get paid $497, $597, $997 or more, and then you only need 20 or 30 clients and you're making a great living. So go in. Your next steps would be to get a free trial of UpHex. Get your A+ ads in the next 20 minutes, and then plug in the rest of the system and start building the business that will make you money. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the inside.